Every time I turn the news on now, it's one story after another story. It's almost like an epidemic. You've got Ferguson and Cleveland and Staten Island. And I don't know who's right and who's wrong, but there are kids that need help. There are kids that are dying out there that probably shouldn't have any reason to die. I had opportunity in my life and I took advantage of it. But where would I be without that opportunity? I wish I could help. I wish there was more I could do. But what can I do? I'm one person.
NBA Hall of Famer Charles Barkley, for one, says the black community needs to use the Ferguson situation to bring both sides together.
And the biggest problem with it is we never discuss race until something bad happens.
That discussion could now be affected by another controversial decision.
Those towers. Could I be an employee in one of those towers? Could I have a career in one of those towers?
Hi, I'm Brian Thompson, founder and executive director of the Corporate Kid Group, an organization, a nonprofit. You know what? I'm going to actually stop coming off the script. I'm going to put the script down. I'm going to talk to you heart-to-heart, one-on-one. A lot of things are happening in the press right now in a lot of cities around this country, and I just want to keep it real and talk to you. Take a look at the neighborhood we're standing in front of. A lot of people in these neighborhoods, will come and look at these neighborhoods and think, what good can come out of a neighborhood like this? I sometimes catch myself thinking the same thing, and I come from a neighborhood like this. So take a look. The Corporate Kid Group is an organization based here in Atlanta with a nationwide reach that takes kids that are doing really well. They're achieving A's and B's in school at a high level, despite what's going on around in the neighborhood when they come home. Think about how you will react when you're at home and you come home, there's no food. You come home and there's no electricity, or you have to sometimes work in what's basically a war zone. Would you be able to achieve at a high level on a consistent basis? It's very difficult for a lot of these kids, and we owe them a little bit more than what we're giving them now. So what the Corporate Kid Group International is doing, they're taking these kids, these talented kids from these neighborhoods, and we're matching them up with talented executives at the highest levels from Fortune 1000 companies. They're spending 1 day a month for 12 months with these executives in a real work environment where they're learning what you can do if you were to stay in school, get your grades, and what's on the other side. Because think about this. How in a part of town like this, is success measured? Is it really measured through executives, CEOs? How many CEOs live in this neighborhood? A lot of times it's measured by what goes on in these street corners. You've got drug dealers and thugs. A lot of times when these kids who are getting A's and B's get into the 10th, 11th grade, they're diversions. They get distracted and they start thinking about, hey, maybe I should do that instead. We lose a lot of kids in high school that could do something more and greater to these streets. And I think it's about time that we change that. So what the Corporate Kids' main focus is to change the structure of these kids' thought process and take them to transition into high school and into college. Okay, and by doing that, A, they're gonna get a share of stock. B, they're gonna be invited to take trips to corporate centers around the country. C, there's a mentorship program with executives at the highest level. And lastly, there's a scholarship program to change the trajectory of these kids' lives. I was a kid who grew up in a neighborhood like this. A lot of people that I know and grew up with are still in those neighborhoods, still struggling. I was lucky. So we need your help. We need you to dig deep down. If it's $1, if it's $5, if it's 10 or 1,000. We just need your donations. Okay, if you've been watching what's going on with Trayvon Martin, we've been watching what's going on in Cleveland, in New York, in Ferguson. We're losing our kids to these streets. I'm not being political. I don't know who's right or who's wrong. All I know is there's kids that are not making it. And we have to change the perception of what these kids look like to the rest of the world. And the way we can do that is we can take these kids and we can match them up with these executives. And on both sides will learn that they are much closer together than they somehow seem. So we need your help. We need you to donate now. Please take a look at our website and some of the things that we're doing for these kids and push that button and donate. God bless, take care, and I hope to see and speak to you guys again soon. Thank you.